Alright, welcome to my presentation. This presentation will be about what an engineer is. So, you might be sitting at home wondering what an engineer is. You probably heard the term in school or at the news. And well, hopefully, this presentation should clear things up for you. So, in order to understand what an engineer is, we need to go into the field of engineering. So, what exactly is engineering? Engineering is the application of science and mathematic principles to create a design that you would construct. Constructing these designs will result in a system or process. You would use these systems or process as a solution to a problem or issue. Now, what exactly is an engineer? Engineers are innovators, researchers, and problem solvers. Now that you have a basic understanding of what an engineer is, let's get into the many different types of engineers. So to list a few, we have environmental engineers, mechanical engineers, civil engineers, aerospace engineers, and chemical engineers. Of course, there's a variety of engineers out there, many subcategories, and all that. So I recommend you looking further into it because my presentation will not give you every single type of engineer. Alright, so what are some projects engineers work on? Well, engineers work on products, chemicals, computers, or something simple like a toy. Yet again, this is just a really simplified version of what engineers do. So if you want more, you should probably look into a certain type of field of engineering and look at what they do. This is just a really broad term of what an engineer is. Alright. So this presentation will mainly be about mechanical engineers. So you might be asking yourself, so mechanical engineers, what's the work environment? Well, they typically work in office buildings, but could be found in laboratories, industrial plants, or even outside. As a mechanical engineer, or engineer in general, you will not be in one place. You will be constantly moving around. So what type of programs will mechanical engineers use? They would use a program Excel, or also known as officially as Microsoft Excel. This program will allow them to store data in an efficient and tidy way. Now, they would also use programs like Reset 3D, AutoCAD, and Autodesk Inventor. These programs will allow them to visualize an item in 3D without them actually needing to waste time and resources into constructing the item in real life. Now, as any other job you apply for, you should probably know the work hours. So, how long does a mechanical engineer work? They work 40 hours a week. Now, this seems all cool and dandy, like, yeah, I want to become a mechanical engineer. What do I have what it takes? Well, if you want good characteristics to look out for, those would be creativeness, how inquisitive you are, how analytical you are, how detail oriented you are, how good you're communicating, and how good you're working as a team. All of these combined together make a really good engineer because they would get things done, communicate the solution to the team, and make as few mistakes as possible. Now, going with the theme that you want to become a mechanical engineer, what type of degree do you need? Well, if you want the bare minimum, you will need a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering or mechanical engineering technology. But if you want a higher salary with better opportunity, you should aim for a master's degree. Now, what classes should I take in Joliet Central High School? Well, this place offers such a variety of classes that you might be overwhelmed. Like, hey, which ones do I take? Which ones do I don't? Well, here are a comprised list of ones you should probably take. So the classes you should take are Intro to Engineering and Design, Principles of Engineering, Engineering Architecture 1, 2, and 3, and Engineering Design and Development. Whoa, no way. You graduated from college? You should pat yourself on the back. That's a lot. Well, now you're here. You got to join the workforce now. So, what are the requirements to be hired? So, as stated before, you would need a bachelor's degree, a certification, and depending on what level you will do as a mechanical engineer, a state examination. This will allow you to work in projects like more important projects or much heavier load projects. Now, what companies or organizations hire mechanical engineers? They These companies and organizations are NASA, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and even Samsung. But yet again, don't get the false idea these are the only companies that hire mechanical engineers. Mechanical engineering is such a really diverse area of field. So a lot of companies, big scale and small scale, will need you. These are just a few household names to get your brain going. Wow, you made it through college and you got a job. Congrats. So let's talk about the day to day life of, well, you. Well, as a mechanical engineer, you need to understand that every day is different. Not every day will be the same. So don't be coming to work expecting, oh, well, today will be just like yesterday, because it won't. So you coming to work, you need to check your emails because the emails are the way you probably will communicate with your team or teams that are not in your location. Emails will let you know something that's urgent or an update on a project, like saying, hey, we just did this, it worked. Don't need to find a solution for that. All right, meetings. You will have a lot of meetings. This because as a mechanical engineer, you would fail a lot and you would have a ton of issues. So you need to communicate with with a team. It's like, hey, this isn't working. What should we do? And by then, you guys will bounce off ideas off each other and hopefully pick out a solution. Now, with that solution, we move on to the next step of your day, researching. You will research on the solution you probably got from the meeting to see if it's done before, how it works, and if it's actually possible to recreate with criteria and constraints. Now, after that, you have to test to see if it works, if it's efficient, and this could either result very well and it works perfectly, or you could end up failing, which you will fail a lot. So you better get used to it. Now, after you mean those three steps, you will analyze the data you gathered and communicate that data with the team, your boss, your employer, whoever. You just need to communicate that data so you guys can brainstorm more solutions. All right, what does the engineering outlook look like? Well, the outlook seems to be projecting big growth for the future. This is largely due to how more complicated and sophisticated things are becoming. Technology is becoming hard to understand, it will use, and and structures they need to become taller to save money and all that type of stuff. This will allow better opportunities and more opportunities for incoming mechanical engineers. Now I hear you over there in the background saying, "Okay, okay, this seems cool, but how about the moolah?" So the minimum salary would be 61K, the medium would be 96K, and the maximum will be 151K. Yet again, I need you to take this into account. These salaries will vary a lot. This depends on if mechanical engineers are needed in your area or not. So I recommend you researching around your area to see if mechanical engineers are needed, see the salary to get a more accurate response. All right, in conclusion, engineers are innovators, researchers, and problem solvers. Engineers create products, machines, and solutions. Engineering is such an important field of research and work in society. Without them, we probably wouldn't even be this advanced of a species because they are responsible for technology such as like maybe phones to computers and all that good stuff. These are the sources I used throughout the presentation, and thank you for giving me your time. I hope you had a great time and learned quite a bit from my presentation.